What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we have Purrely, one of the most represented decks, I'd want to say, from the new format. Very powerful. Noir is an insane kind of card, wanting to sit on it. Very popular deck. And on the right side here, we have everyone's fan favorite Swordsoul, the good old reliable, but this one's with a twist. We have super heavy Samurai Swordsoul here, piloted by Jacob, who's been playing this deck for a long time now, if you guys have been watching him on the channel. He has gotten first place at a lot of our tournaments lately, and he's just doing very well with this deck. He also is playing some of the tennies as well as the like a small Yang Zing package as well with the red and the dark. But we're going to be seeing that the Purrely player is going to be going first here. It looks like they had the My Friend Purrely in the hand as well as a droplet that they are playing. Now that Arise Heart is the format, they're going to be starting off with a Purrely here. Normal summoning and activating its effects here. You can be able to search for the trap card here or a street. So wanting to choose that street because we want to be able to dodge those cards. Emperor Mourner that we do see in the hand there. They're going to activate My Friend Purrely, revealing 1 sleepy, 2 sleepy, 3 sleepies. That is a very sleepy cat there. Then we're going to be activating the sleepy here. Going to be activating the effect to discarding the droplets to summon out the Purrely. Purrely here will activate its effects and will be see a whiff. We're going to be seeing a sleepy, and a delicious. There's no way. This is why you got to shuffle your deck, boys. We're going to be seeing them add the sleepy here. Then we're going to activate the effect of the Purrely to upgrade into the Noir. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect of sleepy here. Then we're going to be ashing it. Okay, let's go. He knows the strat. This is 100% the correct ash target here because you are preventing the Noir from setting the trap card. And then we're going to be seeing the street going to go end phase attached to the Noir, trying to get through another draw. That draw 2 is very nice here. But very well played here from the Swordsoul player. I want to ash one of the best ones to activate there. Then during the draw or the standby phase, we're going to be drawing 2. We do see the Imperm Nib here, as well as the face down, potentially a book or another copy of the droplets there. They're going to be normal summon with the Mogi, activate revealing the emergence. Going to get Veilered here. Then we're going to be summoning out the Ecclesia here. Then we're going to activate the emergence to let us search. It's going to search out for a Long Yawn. And we do see the double nib in the hand here. We're going to activate the effect here to tribute himself off to summon from the deck here. Summoning out a Taya. This will be summon number 3. Taya effect's going to be banishing the emergence, upping its level as well, and summoning the token here. Something important that you guys should definitely have. Definitely bring your tokens with you when you're playing Swordsoul. You always see either the Penguin Squad with me or some of the other tokens, the Ghost Tricks. I'm playing on the Ghost Trick mat. But I always bring my tokens with me no matter what deck I'm playing. Always have an arsenal of tokens with me. I do really like tokens. I think it's a great way of expressing yourself, and as well as what cool decks. I love Penguins, so I might as well bring the Penguin Squad with me. Maybe one day we'll have Team Solemn Circus tokens here. But it looks like they're going to be thinking on what they're going to be sync or summoning into. I think they pretty much have to go for the Baxia here. And then we're going to have to spin back the street as well as the My Friend. And we could activate the effect of the Taya if we wanted to. We're going to chain the droplets, getting rid of the Lily to negate the Baxia here. Interesting. I guess we do get rid of it, and we're keeping a nib in the hand so we can activate the effect and then have a discard during the follow-up turn. And if they nib, they don't get to add back. But you definitely have to protect your street and My Friend there. It definitely is going to be. We're linking off into Shaman. Shaman effect's going to activate here. Discarding. Unfortunately, we're not able to see there because of the camera. And then we're trying something back out the Baxia. Looks like he discarded a Soul Horns. Okay, so the part of the Super Heavy Samurai engine. That's what I feel. If I was playing this deck, I'd always be opening up the Super Heavy Samurai stuff. You know, nothing here is really wanting to stop the nib here. We're going to see the Black Yang Zing that was dumped off of the Taya here. They're summoning itself out, and then we're going to get hit with a nib, but this is going to also make it so that they do not add back off of the Noir here. So getting a token onto the field. And we still have the Long Young in the hand that we can activate if we have another Worm, which in hand I don't think we do, unfortunately. So we're going to pass turn on this, and we're going to have My Friend here, which is going to let them activate and let them add. We could add 3 Happy here, or we could add Delicious, Happy, and Happy. Or 3 Happies, okay. Then we're going to activate the Happy here, discarding the Hedgehog, which will let them add, or I guess let them draw. Summoning with the Purrely 1, Hedgehog 2. And it is protected off the street. Searching for the Purrely as well as the Beast here. Normal summon with the Purrely. Going to hopefully not whiff here. We do see a not a whiff. Adding back, we need to shuffle those cards a little bit better there. Keep revealing the doubles here. Feels a little bit weird. You know, you put them to the bottom of the deck and then they get randomly put on the top. We need to do a little bit better there for shuffling. We're going to be seeing the Purrely target the Happy to summon out the Happy from the graveyard, or XYZ into the Happy from the graveyard here. They're going to activate the Purrely effect. We're going to activate the Happy effect, attacking into the token here. They're going to be able to activate the effect. Taking some damage. We're going to be able to add with the Happy and half the attack. Adding Delicious here. Looks like they're thinking. Delicious will let you attach from the graveyard. So we're going to add Delicious here, I believe. And then we can activate the Purrely effect to upgrade into Plump. And then Plump will be able to attach 2 from the grave. And then we're just going to see our opponent scoop it up there, realizing their opponent's going to have way too much. I'm going to start being able to attach some of this stuff. And then it's going to be just game right there. Once you start attaching and just drawing multiple cards in a grind state like that, when you're down to like Long Young plus essentially like a useless Mourner that's not going to really do much when Street's onto the field, and your opponent's drawing 2 every single turn, and then getting it a Noir on top of that as well, you're not going to be winning that match. Or not that game at least. So we're going to be sliding into game 2 here. Street is a problem. You know, I've been saying it for a while now. I personally hate Street. I wish that Street would get hit before any other of the Purrely cards. I know that people are like, that's a wild take. And I completely agree. I'm not saying it's the correct take, but I hate Street. You know, I play Unchained and I play Branded. 2 of one of my favorite decks. Branded doesn't have a problem with Street, but like Unchained really, really hurts. Especially if they just start off with activating Street and then special summoning. You're like, okay, Dog does nothing, and then your Escape baits 2 stuff. And if they have Street, Book, any other card to discard off of the of any quick play, you're like, wow, okay. Yeah, I hate Street. Purrely can stay astray forever if it was up to me. But we're going to be going into game 2 here with the Super Heavy Samurai deck, and we choosing to go first here. Hopefully not opening up as many of those semi-bricks. We're going to see a special summon out of the Ashina here. I think we only play like 1 Ashuna if I'm not mistaken. Link away for a Monk. Activate Vashuda here. Summoning himself out. Okay. Then we could go Ashina, Banish, Summon. But then, you know, we're locked into Worms here. which would be the interesting part. Do we have any other extending piece here? We also have not normaled. We're going to be normal summoning out the Ecclesia here, activating the effect, going for most likely a copy of Mo Yi here. Mo Yi will be able to reveal the Fire Yang Zing. Not the greatest. Summoning out that token once again. We could go for a Qizhou here. That will let us search and draw, which we will be seeing. We're going to be drawing and then searching here. We drew into another Mo Yi, I believe, which is just not great. Probably looking for a Wakashi there, but we're going to be searching for the Blackout. So looks like we're not going to go for Long Yang here. And we do see the Nib getting the Droll getting dropped here, which is quite good against this deck because we have so many cards that searches. We have like 3 different engines in the deck. We're going to be summoning out the Adhara here off of the Ashuna, which now we are worm-locked. Then we could go for a rank 8. We could go for the Draco Berserker here if we wanted to. Which we are going to be seeing. We're seeing the Draco Berserker there. Okay. Banishing the Adhara to add back the Ashuna. Setting one and passing on that. We draw for turn. We do see Delicious, Sleepy, and a My Friend Purrely. My Friend Purrely will be able to be placed on the field. You can activate its effects here. You want to play this one first because it cannot get blackouted. Yes, you're going to be able to make your stuff, be able to get blackouted afterwards. But here you can also just search for street if you really wanted to. You could reveal 3 street. We're going to be seeing at least 1 street here. I don't know if he is necessarily on the 3 street. We're going to be seeing 2 street and a Pretty Memory being revealed here. Or two street and something. I think it was maybe a Happy Memory. We're going to see the street being activated, and that's just absolutely blows here. They essentially have to activate the effect of Blackout to stop it right now if they really wanted to. But you just lose so much out of that. We're going to activate Sleepy Memory here. And that's going to be discarding the copy of the Happy Memory. Going for Purrely. So going for the safe play here, because we do have Purrely in the hand, and then they will be able to activate its effects. We can Draco Berserker it, which will banish. We do see another Sleepy Memory here, as well as Nib and Droll. Then we're going to be blackouting, trying to pop both of those. Then we're going to be normal summon with the Purrely, activating the effect, going to get hit with the Qizhou here, banishing the blackout. Just going to summon out a token here. And we do have Delicious or the Sleepy if we really wanted to. We're going to activate Sleepy, discard the Delicious here, and we have to summon out Purrely here. And just pray this does not miss. It has to hit a good one. It has to hit Happy, actually. Either Happy or Pretty, and that just gets us to a beauty. So we're going to be seeing the Purrely effect can activate here. We're going to be seeing a My Friend Purrely. That's nice for the follow-up. And we can go for the Sylvan Link here as well and try to go for a Zeus line. Because now we have the token in defense. And then they're going to be reeling Slacker. He's like, should have summoned a token somewhere else. But we do have Slacker Magician, it looks like. Or the Sylvan Princess. It's really a question of what's better here. We're going to go for the Slacker. Slacker's going to attack. They're going to go for Downard. And then going to go for the Zeus line. And then Zeus is going to be able to activate its effects. Going to be wiping the field and still having the 2-mat Zeus for the follow-up as well. Then we're going to see the Substone in Ashana here. Link away into the Monk. We will have the Vashua to try to bounce back the Zeus. Forcing it out here. and still gets bounced back. We just essentially lose. We have the Mo-Yi as well, revealing, and our opponent just going to scoop it up there, realizing that that's just way too much, because they're going to be able to like activate my friend, and then that will let them search for a field or a spell, and then whatever else they have in hand is going to be the discard, and that's going to be able to be negated with the Chizhao there, and just having too much for that. So well played there by the Swordsoul player. And we knew that they had the Mo-Yi in the hand as well, because that's what they drew off the Chizhao. So just having what it needed to take with the Vishuddha in the grave, as well as the Adhara in the hand, or the Ashna in the hand there. This worked out very well for them. But moving on into Game 3 here, we'll be seeing Purrely going to be able to go first here. And we actually have not seen a big Noir hit the field this game yet. As well as we haven't seen anything from the Swordsoul player other than Swordsoul. Like, this is just a Swordsoul Tenyi with a little bit of splashing of the Yang Zing package. We haven't seen any of the Wakashis here. I do miss Super Heavy Samurai. I really liked that deck for that, 6 weeks that we got to play it. It was very fun. I got to actually finally play my Reguluses that I really did enjoy. Having those Starlights, they were really nice. And, wanting to play 2, which was definitely probably incorrect at the time. But just fun to play. I really do like decks that have, no correct, exact way to play it. Like we see with Branded, Unchained. There's, always different versions of the deck that you can play. You can play Thrust. You cannot play Thrust. You can play Thrust and Branded. You cannot play Thrust and Branded. Super Heavy Samurai, there was, different ways you could play, different extra deck cards you can use. Which is why there's so many good decks about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not like Pokemon or Magic where you are pretty much forced into playing some of the best monsters and the energies and the lands and stuff like that. You can really show your expression what your favorite cards really are in that format. But moving on to Game 3 here, we're going to be seeing the Purrely player going first, activating my friend Purrely, which will be able to reveal. We see the triple Sleepy here. It looks like they're thinking. We're going to be seeing the triple Sleepy. Or not triple Sleepy. They're going to reveal triple Sleepy here to add 1. We're going to activate the Sleepy. And what are we going to discard? We have the Droll in the hand. Discarding the Droll. So the other cards in hand must be very good because they were thinking hard about that one. Summoning out the Purrely. Purrely effect's going to activate here. It's not going to get hit with the hand trap. You want to search for the Street, activating Street here. And I'm going to be seeing the activating the effect of the Purrely as well. Going for the copy of Noir here. Then we're going to activate the Pretty Memory here. And then it's going to get ashed once again, stopping that Noir. They're going to go end phase, attach the Sleepy with the Street here. Just getting punished by that Ash Blossom all the time. They search for the Street, trying to be greedy, and just get hit with the Ash. Then we're going to be seeing during the draw phase, hit with Book of Eclipse. And then with a Duster, holy. And then we're going to be seeing an Emergence as well here, searching. We do see the Nib in the hand there, but I would be so salty. We always talk about Trinity and Goat with the stuff like that, and that was just a crazy hand. We just hit with a Trinity for Purrely itself. Ash, Book of Eclipse, Duster there. We have 2 cards in the opponent's hand as well as 2 cards in our hand. And then we also get a search here, either for a Mo-Yi or for a Longyong here. Looks like they're being interrupted there by somebody. They're going to search for a Longyong, activate Longyong, pitch. We didn't get to see it. Then we're going to Synchro Summon away into the Baron. Baron effect can pop the Noir, and they're going to attack for 3,000 here, and just pass turn. We do see a my friend. We're going to activate my friend Purrely once again here, activating the effect. And do we negate this? They're thinking hard here. They are going to pay 500. They've paid 500 already once. They took in the 12 as well as the 3,000. So far I've taken a grand total of 47. Now taking another 5 here will bring them to a good solid 52, which brings them down to 28 life points in total. And this is going to resolve here. Maybe not caring about the my friend and just trying to go for like we see them add pretty, not revealing 3. Just we do trust our opponent here. They are good friends. Then we're gonna see the pretty memory, trying to get them gain the 1,000. They're wanting to be able to activate, and they didn't discard here, so they're gonna be discarding the nib, and then they're gonna be activating the Purrely. It's gonna get negated with the Baron, and then we're gonna go standby phase, tag out here into the Long Yong. We're gonna be normal summoning out the Veiler here, going for the Yazi, activating Burning for 12 once again here. They're going to go Battle Face and just attack for game, and they had the evenly matched as well, which wasn't going to do very much, but if they were going to get out of hand, they were going to be able to do it. But we see the Swordsoul deck end up taking the win with no super heavy cards in sight here, other than that one Soul Horns being discarded. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.